Howdy folks, this is Evo Space. I'm going to make a quick video here just showing off the aluminum production. And kind of gauge interest. I'm thinking about maybe doing a series on this. Or maybe a getting started video, something like that. This is a great game I found on Steam, and I've seen some videos here and there on it over the last year or two. It's a little convoluted, and there's no tutorial, and it's a lot to figure out. But let's just walk through my aluminum production here. So on the map, you see there's aluminum ore here. So that means if we put one of these drilling rigs down, we can select aluminum ore, and it'll bring it up out of the ground. It's like magic. We're going to ignore everything going on over there, but just know that this is coal coming in. And that is firing the copper furnaces. These copper robot arms, you can see, are just taking the coal off and sticking it in there. So this copper furnace will produce 800 watts of heat. Then we've got these heat pipes that transfer that heat up to some Stirling engines. And that provides the kinetic force required by the copper drilling rig. And don't worry too much about all the details. There's a ton of detail in this game, but there's different levels. Copper is like the beginning level. And then you can upgrade to steels, aluminum, stainless steel, lots of other things. And they all have better stats. So this copper drilling rig brings up aluminum ore out of the ground. And it does that every 7.5 seconds. So you can really min-max this game if that's your thing. I just built a giant platform here. And this is not optimal at all. It's just to get aluminum production done. So we're going to go through it all. But over here we end up with aluminum ingots, which we can then craft things out of. So this storage rack here, this holds the aluminum ore that comes out of the ground. And this little robot arm here takes that ore and sticks it over here in the automatic hammer. That automatic hammer then every 15 seconds, and you can see where the min-max starts coming in, takes that aluminum ore and it's going to create crushed something, I think. We'll have to catch it in the act here. It produces aluminum impure ore gravel. So it's kind of a two-step process to get it to finer steps. So basically the aluminum gravel then comes over here to the macerator. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. And the macerator will take that gravel and it's going to put out, I think, a kind of dust. What's it called? Oh, we didn't grab it in time. So if I go to this rack, it is aluminum impure ore dust. So the gravel gets turned to dust. And then that dust gets brought out by these guys. And that goes into a steel separator. And I should point out, these are all running these Stirling engines, which turns heat into motion. So this steel separator then takes the aluminum impure ore dust, and it's going to create aluminum oxide dust. So it basically just gets all the impurities out. So now we have aluminum oxide dust. And this robot arm picks it up and puts it in the steel electrolyzer. That takes the aluminum oxide dust and turns it into aluminum dust. So then we have aluminum dust over here in this rack. And then this little robot here takes that aluminum dust and puts it in the steel arc smelter. And this uses energy, electricity. And that will turn that into, finally, an aluminum ingot. So let's take a quick look down here. We've got 2 copper furnaces. So this provides 800 watts of power. I think the coal, I don't remember the, yeah, 400 watts. So it's pumping out more than enough for these 3 Stirling engines. Now the further this travels, the less power you get, but it's enough. Then this one is powering these 2, so it's got more than enough power. And then this Stirling engine on the end here, it turns the rotational kinetic energy into electricity with this compact generator. And then that runs the smelter. So that is how you make aluminum. It's not how you efficiently do it. Like I said, you can min-max this and match all the numbers and make everything awesome. This was just to bootstrap. I'm still kind of bootstrapping my whole world here just to get some aluminum produced, which I can then put in my inventory and we can make stuff out of that. So there you go. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Check it out on Steam. There'll be a link in the description. If you want to see a series on this, let me know. I'm kind of thinking about making at least a short series and seeing how the interest goes. And the first episode or two would probably be a how-to because it is, like I said, very convoluted. The UI is kind of confusing at times. And I need some research. Need to get something else researching. I was working on, we have aluminum production. Next up is stainless steel. We're getting into the more advanced circuits that we need. I think the mixer, yeah, the mixer was next. That takes just regular circuits, which we have, so. Select that, and we can unlock even more. And I forgot to lock this to the day. You can lock the time. It has a day-night cycle, but there's no, like, survival or anything to it. It's just a factory building game. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care.